So Zi'Yon Hill-Green, we've got him now. Zi'Yon, man, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I feel like I've talked to Zi'Yon for like years, and I was like, well, yeah, I have. I mean, you've had a long career, right? 3 head coaches, bowl wins, bowl losses, conference championship, a coach fired, a coach hired, a coach departing for another. I mean, you've experienced a lot in your career that most players have never really deal with any of it. How would you describe the ride at UL up to this point for you?
I would say the journey. The journey is something people take for granted. I'm blessed that God put me on this journey because I wouldn't have met the coaches or the teammates or the people I've met, on this journey and sticking around. It's been a roller coaster, and in life you're going to have ups and downs, but it's how you respond to things, I would say. So I would say I had a good response to all of it, Some of it affected me more than others, but I would say it's been a roller coaster, but a fun roller coaster, a roller coaster that I wouldn't change. I don't regret. I wouldn't go back and change anything. I enjoyed it.
All right. I asked the man to describe the ride, and he says roller coaster. You're pretty good at this media thing, Zi'Yon, but I feel like you've always kind of been yourself too, which that's part of that is you wear your emotions on your sleeve, and you seem to be a pretty happy guy. But you described it. There were some tough times along the way. Has it sunk in yet, like that today is your last game in a Ragin Cajun uniform?
It's funny because I was just talking to Chris Smith about it. It's been a long one, a long 6 years. I've seen seniors come and go, but I never thought, my time would come. I never thought it would be me. It would be me that would be in this predicament, worrying about my last game. But I'm ready to go out there and give it my all, and have fun. I probably will tear up a little bit, after the game, because the college atmosphere, you can't get that nowhere else. College football is nothing like college football. So I'll miss but the thing I'll miss the most is my teammates, the family I made playing in these 6 years of football, But I feel like it's going to sink in. Soon as the clock hits 0, I feel like it's all going to sink in.
Yeah, man, a lot leading up to this, and hearing you describe your passion for it, I guess it's not a surprise that you announced that your intention to declare for the NFL draft, but you ended it. You were adamant about playing in this game, and I would ask you why, but I think you just kind of answered that before I even asked you the question, right?
Yes, sir.
This record. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, you're going to go on it more. So if you could expound on it, maybe just a little bit more. Why were you so adamant about playing in this game?
I've always been a guy that quitting is just not an option. I feel like I owe Ragin Cajun Nation, I feel like I owe them the world. They took a chance on a small, undersized D lineman, from right down the street, and I feel like I owe them that. They supported me with amazing support. The most support I'll probably say I got in my life. But my biggest fan is my biggest fans are kids that run up to me and hug me like I've known them my whole life, but they're fans, But also I appreciate them for that. That would motivate me to go, And I feel like giving up and just opting out of the bowl game would hurt a lot of people, They would have thought of me different, they would have looked at me different, But I wanted them to know that the love I have is genuine, it's real genuine. So I decided to finish up the season with my teammates and with my coaches.
You have an opportunity to sit atop the career sack record for Louisiana. You're tied right now with Christian Ringo and Jeff Mitchell. How tired are you hearing about this? Because you've probably been asked about this record, more than the actual bowl game.
A lot of people, Coach Morgan, defensive coordinator, he messes with me a lot. He was like, "Are you going to go get that charity sack? They're going to give you a 0.5. I'm going to tell them to write you up a 0.5. But it's a great thing. It's a great thing to look forward to. But also, I had to realize, you have to just play your game. You have to let the sack come natural. The minute you're thinking about it and trying to force it, you're going to mess up. So, but that's also a big thing for me. Your name is in the record books. That is something that lives on forever. And the last sack I got, I got a good celebration lined up for it. So, I hope people are ready.
I'll be ready. I mean, go get it, man. I'll be ready. This bowl experience this week, I know you've experienced a few different bowls. How's this one been for you?
It's not bad. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying time with my teammates. We've been in the casino a little bit, enjoying ourselves. But I've been spending quality time with my teammates, because it's probably the last time we're going to all be together. Some of my guys that are also 6-year seniors, we've been here forever. And after this week, I won't see them ever again, So I'm soaking all that in, enjoying my quality time. But the bowl game, I would say, the surrounding area, it's cool. I've never been to Shreveport, Also, even though I'm from Louisiana, I've never been to Shreveport, right down the street. But it's fun seeing something different, something different than what you used to. So I'm soaking it all in.
Yeah, now you get the whole joke that we make in South Louisiana about how North Louisiana is more like Central Arkansas or East Texas.
Yes.
You get it now. It's like it's the same state, but it's like two different states. It's very different.
Yes.
All right. Last thing on today's game, Zi'Yon. 2-part question. 1, what kind of impact do you think weather will make? And 2, what do you feel are the keys to the game today for you guys to procure the victory?
We played in worse. We played in the worst App State 2020. We've played in worse weather conditions. So I feel like the weather won't be a factor. I feel like we're going to be excited to play, because once you start moving around the weather, you forget completely about the weather, And I would say the factors to winning the game, is running to the ball on defense. That is every defense key aspect in every game, and also doing the little things right, techniques such as finishing plays when it needs to be finished, punching in the touchdown when we need to punch in the touchdown, and everyone being on the same page, doing our 111 on defense, everyone doing their job, and, being the more excited team to play.
Zi'Yon Hill-Green has been our guest. Man, it's been a pleasure getting to interview you off and on here over the last number of years. Best of luck after today on the next step, but I appreciate you always taking the time, man, and it's been fun covering you, and good luck today. Merry Christmas, and I'm sure we'll talk to you again in the future, my friend.
Yes, sir, always. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You got it. That is Zi'Yon Hill-Green.